a new 9th Age battle report between Orcs Goblins and Highborn Elves. And Circle is the scenario, with Hold the Ground, which is just right of the forest here. The no orcs here. The goblins deploy all their 5 last drops in one go, and choose that the Highborn Elves go first. The Highborn Elves have a dragon, a couple of lion chariots, but they don't have any shooting this battle. They've exchanged their shooting of the last games for lancers. That is cavalry. The goblins field stone trolls this battle. And a normal goblin unit with 3 shady gits. We'll see them in action, won't we? Highborn Elves is deploying his last drops.
So.
The Crotling Swarm scouts near the center of the battle. They scout out the Highborn Elves, and these Reavers, Elein Reavers, vanguard to the side to get a better position. The Highborn Elves advance with their dragon and all units, except the Lancers, which stay in the rear. The Highborn Mage does Quicksilver Lash, Metal Shifting, and does 1 wound of the Nasher General and 1 wound of the BSB. And the Sky Sloops take 3 wounds of the Giant. These 2 are Sky Sloops beside each other. The Chariot is a Sky Sloop. The Orcs Goblins advance. 1 Scrap Wagon moves back to the board of the table and stops there, of course, because it has random movement. The Trolls move up. These have transmutation to lead on them, so they had -1 strength on their bows, but they marched and didn't shoot, or they reformed. The dragon cannot charge the goblin archers without hitting the Nashers and taking 3d6 strength 6 hits, hitting at least one of them. The Grotlings chaff. They're a grainy sort of chaff, and these have the wheel turns on them. They're not able to wheel and charge anybody else than the Grotlings, and they'll hit on force and wound on force. And these have the attributes on them. Evil Eye, +1 movement. And the dragon has a -1 to hit, Deceptive Glamour, for 1 round. Highborn Elves' turn. All these guys, except one of the Sky Sloops, charge the Grotlings. The Flame Wardens into the flank. The Lion Chariot charges the Stone Trolls' flank. So the center is engaged, and the Grotlings are ready for battle. The Elein Reaver fast cav run into the wrecking team and kill it, of course, and they get 13 wounds, so the 5 Reavers are dead as well. The Spearman and Flame Wardens and Sky Sloop crumble the Grotlings, but only the Sky Sloop manages the overrun into the Stone Trolls, so there are 1 Sky Sloop and 1 Lion Chariot in the side of the Stone Trolls. The dragon kills the Battle Standard Bearer and the Giant. The dragon kills the Giant and the Prince the Battle Standard Bearer. The Goblin King refused a challenge. They didn't do many wounds, just 1 wound to the dragon, but the Giant, just as he fell on initiative 3 to the dragon, he made the thump in return and did 8 wounds to the dragon, so it died as well. The Trolls killed a Lion Chariot and reformed like that. So this is how it looks at the end of Orc and Goblin turn 2. The Highborn Prince on Dragon is dead. And the Goblin Battle Standard Bearer. On Highborn Elves turn 3, they all charge the Goblin unit with the Shady Gits. It's all up to the Shady Gits now. The Chariot looking Sky Sloop charges the Stone Troll, no, the River Trolls. The 2 Scrap Wagons and the Goblins charged 5 Highborn Lancers where the Goblins stand right now. They killed all 5 Goblins with impact hits from Scrap Wagons, and the Scrap Wagons overran. Right here, the Gnashers with the General and the Stone Trolls charged Flame Wardens. The Flame Wardens fled after losing 5. But they were not caught in pursuit, so they're left like this. And now Highborn Elves are going to try to make the best of it. Turn 4. Silverams charged the Gnashers with the 2 heroes and their general. Spearman charged the Stone Trolls. The Lion Chariot charges the Scrap Wagon, and this Scrap Wagon has cast Master of Wood on it, so it's in a forest and will have to take Dangerous Terrain tests as a chariot, which is bad when it moves random movement. The Silverams charge the side of the Gnasher unit. The Gnashers lose combat because only one chief gets to attack back. So after killing 2 Silverams they flee and they are caught in pursuit by the Silverams. The Trolls are charged in the side by the Spearman. They only lose 2 wounds, but they lose combat and they flee but are not caught. The Lion Chariot kills 1 Scrap Wagon and overruns into another Scrap Wagon. Orc Goblin turn 4. We'll see who holds the center in the end here. The Lion Chariot overran into another Scrap Wagon and did 7 wounds in total, 2 to the Giant. So it won combat, but the Giant sticked with 4 wounds remaining. The Raiders lost combat, but stuck. The Stone Trolls are in perilous straits. Now it's Highborn Elf, turn 5. Goblin also. The Scrap Wagon gets 3 6s and winds up charging these guys in the flank, which is really beautiful for a grottling construction. The Goblins charge the Wolf Chariot, which has been thumped 2 rounds so it doesn't get to attack back. This is Orc Goblin turn 5 and we're aligning up for the objective. The game is over after Goblin turn 6. This is all that remains, except a couple of fanatics swirling around in the pond because there was no activity there. We just didn't include them in the game. Maybe foolish of us. There's a shared objective because the Goblins just shot down the 5 remaining Spearmen and left the Battle Standard Bearer in his unit. So there's 1 Scrap Wagon, 1 Goblin unit, the BSB, Lion Chariot and Flame Wardens left on the center of the board. The Flame Wardens and the Goblins share the objective. But the Highborn Elves seem to have more points on the board, so they've probably won slightly.